7 different kinds of people you can't help. When a problem comes up in their lives, some people don't make excuses or whine about it. Instead, they look for solutions and start taking steps toward them right away. Some people can't even get themselves together to begin. At least one person you know is probably like this. You can only watch them get worse, knowing you can't do much about it. And it seems like these people just keep destroying themselves over and over again. It seems like they can't hear or understand even the most sensible words, ideas, and suggestions. They don't seem to understand anything. And, of course, it's very frustrating and tiring to deal with these kinds of people. So, it can help to take a step back and look at these people less emotionally. So, with that in mind, here are 7 types of people you can't help. The first is the pessimist. These are people you know. They often say bad things. They are always grumpy and down on everything. They have a hard time taking steps in the right direction because they feel like they don't control over things, and this way of thinking just holds them back. Even when things are going well, these people look for something to complain about. Not good about the situation. Always suspecting and having doubts. People like to say things like, "This can't be going well. There must be something wrong, right? Yeah, it's going well right now, but I'm not sure how long it will last." And when you try to help and get them to see the glass as half full, they quickly say with something negative and pessimistic. Their constant complaining and excuses for everything gets old fast, and you can't help but feel sorry for them. Number 2, the expert. These are the people who always seem to know what to do. They have to be right all the time, even when it's clear they're wrong. This is because they don't know themselves well enough to see their flaws. I guess it's hard when you really believe you're right in your head. The problem is that the person who thinks they know everything doesn't know what they don't know. They keep thinking they know everything, which makes them feel good about themselves. But it can make the people around them very angry. You find them annoying, especially since they don't care about what you have to say. They don't care about what you think or what anyone else thinks. 3, the staller. This kind is about making choices. To be more specific, the inability to make one. Of course, you should give things some thought and look at your options. But you should also keep in mind that almost every choice has some risk. People make mistakes all the time when it comes to making decisions, and that's where being confident comes in. Individuals with self-confidence know that mistakes are a normal part of life. If you don't make mistakes, you're not getting better. And while some decisions are very important, most aren't as important and have less impact on our lives. Because of this, most decisions should not be put off. It's better to do something, especially when something doesn't seem to be going, just make adjustments. After all, what matters is that you keep going. But the staller really doesn't want to make any kind of choice. They don't know much about taking chances and making mistakes. Plus, most of them want things to be perfect, which doesn't help. People often move around because they can't make even the smallest decisions. Number 4, the muzzle. No matter how bad things are or what's wrong, they always act like everything is fine and never whine. Let's talk about the muzzle. People like this keep their feelings inside and act like everything is fine. But this makes them sad because their feelings get worse with each new bad thing that happens. It makes them weak on the inside. They are angry and upset, but they don't say anything. With their silence, they hurt their relationship slowly but surely. Now, the muzzle wants you to think that their silence means they are angry, but this is rarely the case. They never say anything, which makes them hard to read in general. Number 5, the bulldozer. People like these will do almost anything to get what they want. They can be rude and pushy, walking all over you even if it hurts you. They don't care about your kindness, time, or work at all. They think that only they can deal with a problem because their way is the only right way, so they end up getting what they want. And that's all that matters to them. 6th, the unreliable. These are the types of people who waste your time and don't do what they say they'll do. Because they are too busy or because they were never interested. And it doesn't seem to bother them much, even if it throws you off and makes you feel bad. Number 7, the victim-minded. This kind of person seems to like to be sad and complain a lot. They always feel like the world is against them, so they can't stop being negative. You could almost say they like being unhappy. Because of their victim mentality, these people are sure that everyone is out to get them and life is out of their hands. This makes me feel a lot of bad emotions. Fear, anger, and hopelessness. These people are stuck in a loop that will never end. They never try to find a solution because they like being victims so much. They don't want to solve any problems, so it makes no sense to try to help them. If you try to reason with them, you'll get anger and criticism in return. They will make it look like you agree with them. If you haven't already, you'll meet these kinds of people as you go through life. Some of them will hang out with you often. They will definitely test your patience, so you'll need to work hard to keep it. You're going to have to accept that you can't change them. Even in the best of situations, it's hard to change people, and it's even harder when they don't notice how other people really see them. Perhaps the best thing you can do for yourself is to limit the time you spend with them. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and tell your friends about it so we can keep making more.